Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Week 7 Check-In Screencast. This one will be pretty short. This week's a little bit different with me being sick on Monday and getting things going on Tuesday, and then shifting the due dates around. Things are a little different this week, but so far things seem to be going pretty good. You're all doing a really fine job with kind of taking all the curveballs I'm throwing at you this week. With, like I said, me being sick and switching the due dates around. I hope it helps a little bit. First things first, the autoethnographic narratives of your self-talk that are in the discussion board so far are really cool. Thank you for sharing what you're sharing. Some of you have been really personal with what you're sharing, and I really appreciate that. They're really cool. I think you're starting to get it. This is a really good first dive into writing an autoethnographic narrative and having other people look at it. I know you've been writing it in the journals prior to this, and so this isn't the first one you've done, but it's the first one you've done for people to look at aside from me. And I think that this idea of other people looking at it is the reason why we write it. Autoethnography does not exist just for the person who's writing it. It exists for the people who are going to read it, and this is a really great way of getting to experience that. And so you're writing for an audience larger than a professor, and that's really cool. I would encourage you to, I'm not going to be able to answer every single person's narrative, and work on grades and do other things. I usually try to answer 9 or 10 original posts a week. I would encourage you that if I answer you, read my response. I'm giving very specific feedback, but if I don't leave a comment specifically for you, first of all, don't take it personally. I actually try to spread my comments out very evenly across the class so that everyone has had a comment from me personally in the last 2 weeks is usually what I try to do. I would encourage you though, if I don't, so if I answer your post, read it. There's what I think is very good feedback there. But if I don't answer yours specifically, go take a look at 1 or 2 or 3 of the posts that I did give feedback on, because so far what I'm seeing is some of the same things. I would be giving some of the same advice. Some of the same advice goes a little bit like this. You probably need to include even more detail. You probably need to ask yourself, what sense data am I leaving out? You might be really good at incorporating sound, but you're not really getting the smell of the place. You're not really getting the way it makes your skin feel whenever you're there, or something like that, okay? So make sure to really paint that vivid picture. Take us into the moment. Something I'm seeing quite a few people do as well is they're writing in passive voice instead of active voice. You want to write in active voice. That's how you're going to take the reader into the intrapersonal feeling that you have there, okay? So instead of saying, I picked up this marker, you would actually want to say you actually want to put it in quotation marks, and you want to say, where's it at? Where's it at? Where is it at? I'm shuffling through the things on my desk frantically trying to find the one thing I want to mark on this piece of paper with. Aha, there it is. And then I feel it in my, so be very specific about the details. Take us into that active, lived moment of what it is that you're doing, okay? And then continue to expand on and experiment with doing the analysis portion of the autoethnography. That is the most challenging aspect of it. The evocative writing is something that you can really kind of do with practice. The analysis piece kind of feels weird and strange, and you have to figure out how to make that fit in there. So keep trying. Remember, you're talking about self-talk, you're talking about perception, you're talking about imagined interaction, you're talking about intrapersonal communication, you're talking about reality, you're talking about self, personality, identity. There's all sorts of stuff from our class that you can pull into and weave into your narrative. Next week, we're going to have emotional intelligence and all this other kind of cool stuff to toss in with it, along with the stuff from Mindset from the book. So please continue to expand that. I'm really happy with what I'm seeing. I'm excited to see the rest of the narratives pop up. Please take a look at those, okay? My only other reminder for this week is don't forget to go take your quiz if you haven't already. I've had some people say there might be some problems with a few of the questions. I'm aware of that, but I won't fix them until everyone's taken the quiz, okay? Once everyone has taken the quiz, I'll go in, I'll see what needs to be done, and if I need to award points for a weird question or a wrong grading thing that D2L has done or that I told D2L to do, more than likely, I'll make sure to take care of that. Okay? If you have any questions, let me know. My email is a mess right now, but I'm doing my best to get back to everybody. I hope you're doing okay. We're nearing the end. The end is in sight, folks. Hang in there. I'll see you in the boards.